with senior guard Mekhi Morris. First of all, just this was probably one of the toughest battles we've seen you all play all season. Just talk about your all's mindset going into this game and what you were trying to accomplish out there tonight.
I feel like it's week in and week out the same mindset. We prepare every week the same way. We just know once we get out there, we gotta throw the first punch, and most teams don't get up from the first punch. So just continuing to throw punches, that's what we like to do. So we just wanted to knock them down a few times.
Well, you talk about usually you do like to knock them out early, and this is a team that's like, we're just going to take whatever you throw at us, and it had to be like constant body blows before you finally wore them out.
Yeah, it's kind of like you throw a blow, and once somebody get up, but we know week in and week out, we do the same thing. Like, we're going to play hard for 40 minutes. And a lot of teams don't play hard for 40 minutes. They'll play hard for the first 8 minutes. So just continuing to play hard, that's kind of hard to do because we do it every day at practice. Like, we play hard every day. So it's just a constant thing with us.
No, and it's like you come back here, and I mean, you're worn out, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is it a good worn out?
Yeah, it feels good. We got the win, so it feels good. I feel like it was worth it. We got the job done.
No, and talk about, I mean, there early in the second half, what's going through your mind? I mean, they're still standing. You're thinking, man, this is going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight to the end. How'd y'all open it up?
Just continuing with the same game plan. Just teams will play, like I was saying, teams will play hard, but they can't constantly do it. And we constantly play hard. So once we get you down, we're going to keep you down.
And does it feel really good now? You go into the break and you're still unbeaten at home?
Yes.
Does that really mean something?
Yes, it does.
Talk about that.
Well, the job not done. We're going into conference play now. So we know we're going to take a few days off, celebrate with our family, go get to see the people we love back home. But we know once we get back, we got a job to continue to do.
No, you do. And right off the bat, you're going to play a really good team. So talk about what it means to open the conference and to play a really good team.
We just know we got to go in and continue doing what we do, and that's play hard. Defense travels. Even if we're not having a good offensive night, defense travels. So as long as we get stops, I think we can get the job done.
You talk about that you had a good night offensively.
Yeah. I mean, that's not every night. So if I don't have a good offense night, I know I can go on the defensive end and do my job too.
Yeah, you're really happy to have that kind of offense.
Yes, sir.
Again, 9-2 at home. Like Joey said, that's huge. It's the longest win streak in ACU's D1 era. Just talk about the importance of this win in closing out non-conference season on a high.
Well, we didn't really know until, I want to say late practice yesterday. Coach, he told us that we could be one of the best teams that come out here. That wasn't kind of nobody's mindset. We just, day in and day out, we just do our job. So just our mindset coming in was just do our job and kind of just get the job done.
Well, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with head coach Brett Tanner. First of all, congrats on the win, coach. 9-2 coming out of non-conference play, the longest win streak in ACU's D1 history. Just talk about the importance of this game and closing out this home stretch with a win.
Well, I mean, these guys, win or lose today, what these guys have done has been phenomenal, but winning today makes it a lot better, you know what I mean? Just to finish it, I would have felt terrible, man, with everything they've done if we would have finished our non-conference season on a loss, But so I'm just proud of them. I did talk to them about the opportunity to do something special, have the longest win streak in the Division I era. You could tie two teams with the least amount of losses in the non-conference record, and both those teams ended up being pretty darn good throughout the year. But at the same time, that was just a goal. We talk about seasons. We split it up. This was the end of season 1. We were trying to close it the right way. Now we wiped the slate clean, and it's the start of season 2. And we've got to be really good in season 2 to have a chance in season 3, which is really short. And so we're just proud of them. I'm proud of them. I'm thankful that they give me everything they give me. I mean, this group plays so hard, and all of our teams have played hard throughout the years here. But there's just something about this team and these guys and what they bring to the floor every single night. Even when we're not playing great, they're on the floor for loose balls. They're taking charges. They're grabbing rebounds when it matters. They do tough things, and I love them for it, man.
That was a tough team you played out there. They moved the ball really well. What were they kept pace early, but when you started to make that separation, what difference did you see in your team that made you be able to take those steps to create some separation?
We locked in defensively. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, I didn't think we were very good defensively in the first half, and they're really good defensively, and they turned us over 17 times tonight, and which is way too many for us. But our guys really, they talked about it. I didn't have to talk about it. We made some adjustments at halftime. We talked about some things, and as we're walking out of the locker room, they're talking about how great we need to be defensively to win the game, not me. And I think I've mentioned that before in here, is that the best part about this team is that we have internal leadership. It's not about me. It's about them and what they want. And they knew what they needed to do this half, in the second half, if they were going to win the game. And they're really good. They're going to have a great season. Longwood, Coach Aldrich is a great coach. I have a ton of respect for him. They got really good players. And, I'm proud of our team for being able to pull it out.
And you weren't just turning them over there in the second half. It was funny, it gets to the point there in the second half and you watch Longwood and they didn't seem to know what they wanted to do offensively. I mean, they were just scared of what you guys were doing defensively.
Yeah, I think we want to get up and pressure the ball. I thought we were a little tentative in the first half, maybe with some early foul calls. But those guys had to call the game that way. I mean, with two teams that play really physical, they were trying to they did what they had to do, and which team was going to adjust to that. And I thought in the second half we just said, man, forget it. We're going to be us. We're going to be ACU basketball, and we did, and we were able to turn them over. And in the first half we turned them over, but we didn't score. We just turned them over. It's dead ball turnovers. And in the second half, we turned their turnovers into points. And that's what we do. That's how we score. Somebody talked about our offensive production this year. It's because we play great defense, and we're scoring off our defense. And so that's why we were able to stretch the game out in the second half, I thought.
But you also intimidated them. I mean, and they only got out, they only take 6 baskets. I mean, they were really struggling to especially when you got them in a half-court game. They didn't know what they wanted to do offensively. They were scared to take those shots.
It took us a while. I mean, they moved the ball so well. I mean, they moved the ball better than any team that I've probably coached against in the last 3 or 4 years. And we talked about that, and we were able to slow them down, their pace in the half court, I think, by getting out in passing lanes, not allowing them to reverse the ball. And that's what caused some of that stagnant, play, I think, on their end. And so now they just went to a ball screen, and we were able to kind of stay in front of the ball and rebound the ball in the second half.
But that's got to be very gratifying.
Yeah, they're all gratifying. I mean, they're so hard to get, man. I mean, wins are hard to come by in Division I basketball. So they're all gratifying. But this one especially, it doesn't mean more. It always means more right before Christmas. You want the guys to go home. You want them to have a good Christmas. You don't want to be, for me, I don't want to be hunkered down in a corner feeling sorry for myself. Now I can be happy, and my wife and my kids are going to be happy. We're going to have a good Christmas, man, because we won the game. But ultimately, they're all important. And at this point now, we did our job. Like I said earlier, and season 1's over. Unfortunately, it doesn't have anything to do at our level, with whether we go to the NCAA tournament or not. We've got to do a great job in season 2 in WAC play and put ourselves in a position to go to that tournament in Vegas in March.
No, you guys are going to open WAC play. That's a really good team on the road.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we got the co-conference champ from last year, Utah Valley. They've beaten the number 12 team in the country. They went up to Washington last night and won on the Pac-12 floor. They're really good, but everybody in the WAC's really good. I mean, it's going to be what we see at Utah Valley is what we're going to see every single night. Every team is good. We know the teams that came with us. I know we know the teams really well that we're joining. And I think we talked about it. I mean, there's three out of our first 6 opponents are top 75 teams in the country right now. And we got to play all 3 of them on the road. But at the same time, that's what we do this for, right? We want to go out there. We want to compete against the best and prove that we belong.
You got 3 big wins: Drexel, Bakersfield, and tonight against Longwood. All 3 end up being double-figure wins for you guys. What does it say about your program that those kind of programs are willing to come here? What does it say about your team today?
Yeah, I'm so thankful, man, to all these guys for willing to come here, and we got to return some of them next year, and that's not going to be any fun. I can promise you that. But I'm just thankful, man, that they would come here. But to play those games, we wanted to prepare ourselves for WAC play, and I think we were able to do that as best we can. There's no way to prepare yourself for what the kind of heat that's going to come in conference play, but I think we did the best we could. I know all 3 of those teams are going to have outstanding years, really good seasons. There's no doubt about it. But we're thankful, and I'm just just proud of our team for, all those games were kind of knockdown, drag out type games, and that's where we like to live, and so we were able to make it our style of game and all three of those. And so just proud of the guys, proud of the team, so thankful for all the people that have been coming, just grateful, man, right now.